Hi tubers, and welcome back. Today I have this Bilt tiller that I just picked up. Not sure what kind of condition it's in. It was on the side of the road. It was one of those clean out the garage. This is what I'm selling, take it or leave it. Anyway, it was running when I picked it up. We have a tire that's flat. We have a couple of tines that are broken off over here. We have a couple of these that are broken off. It seems like on each end we're missing, well, at least one on this side. And on the other side, looks like an attempt was made to weld one of the two broken ones. I'll try to weld this on myself later. If not, I'll try bringing it in someplace. By the way, if anybody has a unit like this that they're looking to scrap, or if they have parts for, I can use a set of tines for this. Not sure how old this machine is. I don't have all the specs on it. I see a little oil leaking over here. The owner did have it going forward and reverse while I had it at his house, so I know it works on that end. But when I got it home, I tried to give it just one yank. And what do we have here? The string pulled right out and won't go back in. It looks like this may be dented in here. I'm not sure. It has a Kohler engine, and there's 3, 4, 5, 5/16 bolts holding this on. So the first order of business is for me to get this pull starter off, see if I could get this going again. As I said, at the owner's house, he started it up twice. It was running fine. Don't know what happened from here to there. This does have an air filter in it that's filthy, that'll be changed. But the big thing is to get this running, run it through the gears, see if it holds up while it's under pressure. The owner had a lawn and we didn't have any place to dig up any dirt. We'll see whether this could dig up some dirt, and if that's the case, I just have to find those two tines for the back of it. Again, if anybody has a unit they like to get rid of, whether it be scrap or they want to sell for parts, let me know, and when I get this going, we'll be back. Until then, be safe. Okay guys, and we're back. Fortunately, there's nothing wrong with the starter. It works fine. Did have a tough time getting it off. This screw that was down in here, you can see this is bent. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but this is bent in, and I noticed there's wear on the plastic parts. This all looks relatively new. After getting it off, I was able to get inside of this, and if the camera's picking it up, you can see that this housing was bent into the flywheel. That's what the problem is. Over here it's clear, and on this side it's bent in, right here. So what's happening is the flywheel's trying to spin, it's hitting on the housing, and evidently this was up against it, where when the flywheel was spinning, it was wearing that down. So it looks like all I have to do, hate saying that, is to bend this housing out somewhat, and it should work. In the course of taking this off, my little guy was giving me a hand while I was inside getting some tools, and he lost one of the screws. But there are 5 screws that hold this on. I'm hoping that 4 of them will keep it stable enough. The screws are the bolts. They're short. They're 5/16 heads, but real short on this end. And I don't have anything that I can replace it with at this point. So, for now, I'm going to unbend this, put that starter back on, and see what happens next. Okay, well, this was easy enough. These tabs Out of the 5 of them, 3 of them were bent upward. This metal is very pliable. With a pair of vice grips, I was able to bend it back down. As far as this housing, this was very easy to bend. This probably bent in from tipping it forward or maybe ramming it into something. I just used this large screwdriver and I went against the cup on the shaft, and I was able to bend it out. Not only was it bent down here, but it was also bent up on this. It was also bent up on this end. And I'm trying to get a picture of the inside. It was bent into this. So this was all pushed in, and now we have it pulled out. Now, while I was unbending the housing, I noticed something inside of it, and without taking it off, I'm trying to get this out. It looks like it might have been a shield. They usually have the shields on the flywheels. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Get a view in here. You can see it right down in here. I'm trying to get that out. How that didn't cause a problem, I don't know. But I can see this getting stuck of just being flung out. There we go. This was in there.
Papa, that. Papa, that. No.
Now, the owner that I just picked this up from said that this was on a farm. I don't know how hard it was used, when the last time it was used. But while I have this off, I'm taking the center screw out, and I'm just going to give it a couple shots of oil in there to keep it lubricated. Just got to watch this whole thing doesn't come flying out. Yep, there's a spring right behind it. I don't like doing this.
Yeah.
Not on a bench.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a good enough view on here. Okay guys, I have that starter put back on, and now we're going to try to start this thing and see what we have.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get this started. This will be another project added onto my list. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up, pass it along, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Until later, stay safe.